Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So it's that time where I review and flip through my 2024 Hobonichi cousin. I've been putting this off for quite some time, not sure why, but today's the day. So first off, I'm gonna show you the thickness of the planner. Yes, it's chunky, but I wouldn't say it's terribly chunky. Here at the side, you can see that some of the pages over here look well used, whereas this part over here, not so much. And you'll see why. So the way I decorated this cover was using stickers. The stickers are from the Happy Planner sticker books. And it's one of those squad goals theme kind of stickers. And I really love them and that's why I use them. There's nothing at the back. The plastic cover is holding well. There's still a little bit of room to give if it had gotten any thicker. The only thing I wasn't pleased about is that after a while you could see all the dirt that's been collected. This is all probably because of the eraser shavings that got caught underneath. But I'm just too lazy to remove it. Opening up here, I had pasted the morning and evening ritual card that at the beginning of the year, I had every intention of following through. But there was a reason why I stopped and I'll probably explain sometime later. But here you go. I had stuck it with a washi tape, but it kept getting moved around, so in the end I just left it as it is. Like, I folded the washi tape behind so that it will freely move. This one is just a random card I got from Yoseka Stationery, the stationery shop where I bought the Hobonichi planner from, and I really liked it. It's really cute, so I decided to just paste it over here using some washi tapes. And then here I just put my name with the stickers, just a simple look. This one, I fully utilized this page and I didn't use the two calendars that's behind this. I had taken it over with a piece of paper and some sticker cards, and then I covered it with this plastic film over here so that it will stay closed, and it did. This part here with the blue highlight, I highlighted all the family events or things that we did together as a family, and then I explain it in these cards over here. So I would write the dates and then what had happened during the year. I really enjoyed this process of filling it up, but it didn't really get all the way filled up, which is fine. I had anticipated that I might run out of space, but it turns out I still have some space left. And here I'm just gonna quickly reflect on the events that happened. Family visits, there's some Chinese New Year celebration at a nearby place, and then here we had experienced the Sandbox virtual reality game, Squid Game. We went for a Holi celebration. That was fun. We were throwing around some colorful powders. We flew kites. We went to Cirque du Soleil, KublaCon, which is an annual thing, Laser Max. This one was a laser game that we went. It was fun, quite a workout out of it. Went to tour the Jelly Belly factory. There were some fireworks, circus in Oakland, the Hello Kitty Cafe on Wheels arrived in our neighborhood, Frozen musical, Imaginarium. Those are the one with the colorful lanterns, and there's some booths that you can take photo at. We went to a Gold Over America tour where Simone Biles and a bunch of other gymnasts performed. That was fun. And then we went on vacation at Pigeon Point Lighthouse, Half Moon Bay, and then we went for the Halloween stuff. Golden Skate. This one was a short trip. I mean, I didn't skate. My daughter and my husband did, and it was during that night where I guess her shoe wasn't tied properly because she twisted her ankle and she had to go to urgent care. Let's see, we went to see the Wicked movie, and then we saw Uncle Roger at Costco Pleasanton, and then Daniel and I went to see Empire Strikes Back, just the two of us. And then we had a vacation at South Lake Tahoe. That was really fun. Esri enjoyed her time over there playing with snow. Checked out this house that had all the Christmas lights in Livermore. And that was that. It was quite a fun year. Memorable events, and I hope 2025 is going to bring the same as well. Now, coming over to this spread over here. This is what I call the calendar index spread. I use these two spreads to track habits. At the top is where I do some monthly tasks that I need to make sure I do, like credit card, tally up my expenses, and then make sure I pay the water bill. It's all the same throughout the year. It's just those three things. And then here I've been tracking my mood, reading, calorie deficit, whether I dreamt or not, cardio, as-is workout, and strength workout. I did this using this legend with color pens, and you can see that most of the time I had a good mood. I did quite a bit of reading, and I was doing pretty well. I think the first few months is usually the case for beginning of the year. I do pretty well at habit tracking. Same stuff that was tracking, but then after a while I did change a little bit of stuff. Here I included some job search tasks, whether I skipped supper, and then I worked 8 hours or not, because there were some days it seemed as if I had to go home earlier than expected, so that means I get paid less. That one was for June. July, I haven't been working out as much. As you can see, all these blank spots. Pretty bad at it, actually. There were fewer things that I was gonna track. I took out some stuff, but essentially most of it is either mood, reading, and workout. So that is the calendar index page. I really like the look of it, all the crosses, all the colors, but it was hard to keep tracking, that's for sure, especially when I'm not working out. Sometimes forget to track, or just no motivation to track this stuff. So 2024, it was fun for a bit, but I lost motivation to keep tracking here. So 2025, I changed that. I think if you see the video of how I set up my 2025 Hobonichi, you see what I plan to do with the calendar index page. It's essentially now a social media tracking page. Now for the first month here, which is the December, new planners for Hobonichi, they have a few extra months in the month calendar, the monthly type of spread. I didn't know what to do with the December other than to decorate it with a bunch of stickers. So that's what I did. I kept to a specific color theme, and there are some positive quotes here and there. And then January, this one was my social media page. I use all of the monthly pages, in fact, for social media planning. And I have a YouTube and Instagram part over here. This is where I list all the video titles I plan to upload. And then this one and this one over here is some stats for the accounts. This part is where I plan out when and what sort of task I plan to do. This bottom part over here is some tracking. So all these letters represent plan, film, edit, thumbnail, voice, photos, and upload. If I flip through here and I see that, oh, I have yet to do this, it keeps me on task. Instagram, I also did a daily posting, which I cross over here. February is more or less the same. I kept at it. One thing I noticed as the months go along, all of this part in the middle seemed like a waste, because all I did was the whole week just edit. Whole week just edit. It's the same thing. So I had decided sometime in the middle of the year that I didn't want to use the monthly pages for social media tracking anymore, because it's a lot of wasted space. But this is how it's been looking. March is the same. Here I began to lose some motivation, so I did 2 videos out of 4. And then here I did 3. Here I did 2. It was inconsistent, and it kind of depended on my mood at that time, because I was in the middle of job searching as well. So that took away a lot of my motivation to do a lot of things. Here I just did 1. This month over here, I did not do any at all. This is when I started concentrating on my work, because I managed to land a job, and I was making sure that all of my time and energy was spent on improving my work performance. So yeah, so every time I came home, I didn't have any energy to film or edit or anything like that. September, I did 1. I didn't do much of the highlighting and planning stuff. Same goes with October, November, and then December. It was pretty empty. And then January, I did not do anything. February I started, as well as March, I started pasting a bunch of full box stickers from Happy Planner just to fill it up. And anytime I just felt like it, no particular day or time, I just see, oh, okay, maybe I want to use this full box sticker and I'll just paste it. I didn't do this part because I thought once I fill this one up, I will move to this page, but turns out I didn't. Here is my weekly pages. Try to use up washi tapes as much as I can for the weekly pages because I have a bunch of washi tapes that is just sitting in the rack, so I want to use it up, so this is where I was using it. At the top I would put a washi tape, and then here I would put some habit tracker stickers that's not already on the calendar index page. I was tracking my water intake, my floss, and then here is some weekly reminders to myself. This part is where I was doing the Wordle puzzle, so I was recording my answer and the score. And then here was a bunch of notes from my Duolingo lesson. At this time I was doing Japanese and Mandarin. It was a mix of stuff. And then at the bottom I was tracking my workouts. So you can see here the blue highlight, or the blue dots, if you can see, is my workout. And then the pink over here is a job search related task, and I recorded it here. Here is another week. I really like the color scheme. More of the same thing as the previous week. Same as that. During my Duolingo lessons, trying to remember what I've learned was difficult. After a while, I just lost motivation to learn the language and I dropped it. Don't know when I did that, but you'll see. Here, some exercise notes, some job search notes. And then more of the same stuff this week. And one thing I also realized that when it comes to writing notes, it's hard for me to search back to find the specific word that I learned that I want to relearn. So it didn't quite work out. And then this one here, more stuff of the same thing. Here you see some full box stickers. Because as the year was coming to an end, I had a bunch of these full box stickers that I just want to use up. So any space that I found in the weekly pages, I just pasted some color matching full box stickers just to decorate it somehow. So for 2025, I decided to change the way I use the weekly pages. Instead of doing this, I was going to do my to-do list in the weekly pages. And I was going to use all the small stickers that I have in my binder to mark those to-dos. But at this time, this is how I use it in 2024. It doesn't look too bad, but at some weeks, it just looks empty. This part here, April, is still looking pretty filled. I was still doing the Wordle. But I did stop eventually because I found that there's no point. It was just fun for a while, but after a while, I just did not want to do any more Wordle puzzles, so I gave up. And here you can see it's getting emptier. There's nothing really filled. I did start recording my fuel, the amount I spent on fuel, because now that I'm working, I have to travel to work to go on site. It is a hybrid work, so 4 days out of 5 I'll be working on site, and then 1 day I'll be working from home. So I wanted to record how much fuel I spend doing that. And this one, I basically did not do much. I even forgot to decorate. Some days I decorate, but I just did not use it, which is a waste. August. And then blank, except for this. And then here I had COVID. So I was recording all the symptoms I was going through. It was pretty rough, actually. Somebody at office had COVID, and then it just spread around the office and I got it. But I did recover from it, so it's all good. Okay, and then this one is pretty empty. It was a lot of wasted pages, which I know that a lot of people out there are facing the same thing when it comes to the Hobonichi planner. Like you use more of the daily pages rather than weekly, or more of the weekly rather than daily. It's a struggle to maintain both. So that's what I was going through. So hopefully 2025, I will be using more of it. So this is like a glimpse of what I'm going to be using for 2025. I will do all the tasks and then accompany it with a sticker to represent that task. And then there will be washi tapes, of course, because I'm still trying to finish using up the washi tape. Okay. This one is just a paper that I use in case, like after I've written something and it's still wet, I just put a piece of paper in between the pages so that it doesn't stamp on the other side. So that's what I'm doing. I'll just take this out since I don't need it anymore. And here are now at the 2 blank pages right before the dailies. This is where I do my yearly goal and monthly goals and monthly tasks. So I list out all the goals that I want to accomplish for the year. And then I have all these months over here where I cross out what I'm going to be working on for that month. So here I have reading goals, YouTube, trying to increase it, Instagram, trying to lose weight, increase my savings, get a full-time job, and then a birthday party plan for my daughter. I had this defined in the category. So here I finally achieved my reading goal. You see the line over here, and I did check it off at the side. I did increase my savings because I started working in June. And then I did get my full-time job, and I crossed it off over here because this is when I was converted from a temp to a full-time employee. And then my daughter's birthday, we celebrated in May, and that's what's all crossed off over here. And this part over here is where I list all the little tasks that I hope to accomplish within that month. So it's been written over here. I like the format, but in 2025, I did it a little bit differently, the layout. So here is the start of January. At the beginning of every month, there's this blank page, which I call it a currently page. This is where I write things in relation to my daughter and myself. So highlights is for myself, and then this part here is just a log relation to Esri. This is the number of books that I bought for her, and then these are the activities she's involved in. Now for 2024, the daily pages, all of the format is the same. I have a to-do list in one corner over here, and then some journaling, and then some decoration. Now the decoration part, it started off with a bunch of stickers, and I did doodle something. This one is supposed to be a Funko Pop of this gingerbread Mickey Mouse character, I think. It was okay. Not really the cutest drawing, but it was my first attempt at doodling. And then second time, more stickers with just this part as a doodle. And then I tried to be braver and did more doodling. This one was from the cover book of Throne of Glass, and I did capture the angle, but it wasn't really like the prettiest drawing. Then here I got more motivated to do more doodles, and I really like this actually. It's a little rough, yes, but I think it was cute. And then this one is a slime monster from Sweet Home. I was watching this show, it was really fun, and I decided to doodle something in relation to the show. Same goes with this one. More stickers, and I tried to do a 3-column journaling format. I find it's a little bit hard to write and keep the lines neat. And then here, more stickers. I did doodle this blue egg because I think we were trying some blue eggs and they had it in Costco. Then here, I just drew what my meal was. I love stickers that has foiling. It just makes it look a little bit nicer. And then here, more doodle, which I love. And this is the time when I haven't been using color pencils just yet. It was just the black ink, and I was doodling it. Here, I got really motivated to copy the cover of Love Theoretically, the book that I was reading by Ali Hazelwood, and I really like it. It turned out pretty well. And then this part here, I try to do another drawing. This time, I think I started using pencil first. It's so much easier to, have less mistakes when you're using a pencil first, and then you go over it with a pen. Because like this one here, the initial one, that I did not use any pencil. And look how it turned out. So you can see the difference, if I'm not careful, this is how it turns out. And then here, a lot of people, I think they like this hummingbird. I was drawing this hummingbird because we had a lot of hummingbird at our balcony. I really wanted to draw something. So at that time, I chose to draw a hummingbird. I'm not going to talk a lot about my journaling because it's a lot. I've been journaling almost a whole year, so I don't want to go over the details of that. If you want, you can check out my Instagram account. In the description box below, you'll find my Instagram account. You can go there and check because I do post on a daily basis all of my daily entries so you can see what I wrote. But here I'm just gonna focus more on the drawings or the decoration that I did. This one is doodle of my front porch, the light. There's a nest over there where a dove had made its home and it even laid an egg. But the dove went away after a while, never came back, and the egg was still there. It never hatched. But I don't know what happened to it because I think the following year the dove came back, but I don't know it was the same dove and the egg was not there anymore. So I don't know. Either they ate it or broke it to pieces. I have no idea. Then this one is a picture of the mourning dove sitting on our it's like a birdhouse, but it has a little pool over here, like a cup where you can put either water or seeds. So that's what we use it for, to feed the birds. But this dove was just sitting on it. So I thought it was funny. I took a photo and then I decided to draw. And then this one is Love on the Brain. I tried to draw the guy's face, but it didn't turn out the same, but it's fine. This one is based on the book Project Hail Mary, and I like my doodle. I gotta be honest, I really like this page. I like this part here and I like this drawing. I can't remember who actually drew this, but I found it on the internet and I thought it was really cute because there weren't any pictures obviously in the book. So I drew this to represent the character in the book. Here I decided to try drawing a flower, and then here is a caterpillar that I drew as well. This one over here is all stickers. I only drew those two things. Here I was thinking of drawing something of my childhood where I enjoyed animes and mangas and stuff. So Sailor Moon was one of my favorites and I drew that. This is following some picture I found online as well. Then this one as well, found on the internet, and I decided to draw in the daily entry here. It would have been nicer if I had painted it or colored it in, but it took me a really long time trying to draw this out and I just left it as it is, and I just used a bunch of stickers. Here's another drawing I did. I did a frog and I did a penguin because at that time Esri was going on a school trip to a museum, so this is to represent that. And then here I had ordered this book seat. It's really comfy. Now looking at it, I feel I need to take it out because I have a lot of books to read. I should use it. Now this one is really good for like hardcover books. The medium-sized paperback books, not so much because it doesn't stay open depending on how it's bound. But I really like this, especially when I'm trying to read sitting up. And then here I got motivated to draw another of my favorite anime or manga, Naruto. So this is like an evolution of how he started off as a boy, grew up to become a Hokage. I really like this one. This one over here is a doodle that I drew of a microphone. My daughter had a music performance and I drew that just to represent that event. Here is the start where I started referencing illustrations that was generated by this Meta AI. It came up with this and I decided to try and draw it. I actually like this picture. I really like it a lot because it's unique. It's not something that you can easily draw by yourself, and Meta AI came up with a picture and I just try to capture it. Same goes with this one. This one is also a Meta AI generated picture which I drew in here. Same goes with this one. It was from a Meta AI illustration. And then this one. A lot of people really like this koi fishes that I drew. It was okay. To me, it was okay. I mean, I'm not really a fan of fishes all that much, but it did give me this zen vibe, pleasant and comforting vibe. This one over here, I drew a picture of, I can't remember what this toy is, but it was representing that. Here I drew a stork, I think that's what it's called. It was okay. Can't really draw birds all that well. This one is another Meta AI generated picture which I drew in my daily entry. I was trying to use this foil sticker and it made me think of coffee, so I decided to draw that. This one is a creature from a Chinese drama that I was watching at the time, so I drew that. And then it also had a phoenix. Month of February was pretty well filled. A lot of things happened. I started playing Roblox with my daughter. This one drew another animal, trying to see if I could do it. It's okay, I guess. I mean, it's not the easiest thing to draw furry animals, and I don't think I'll ever draw another furry animal. I don't know if I ever did, but we'll see. Then this one, I had watched Wednesday, the TV show on Netflix, and I really liked the show, so I decided to draw a character. This one is from the internet, or it could be from Meta AI, I'm not sure. But I drew the character over here, and then here I was drawing Groot. Really like it, it's really cute. And then this one is a Meta AI generated picture, which I drew here to represent the chess class that my daughter was taking. Here is a character from the Sarah J Maas book I was reading. It was hard to make out some of the fine details, so I just did my best and drew a bunch of lines just to fill up the space. Here I drew Kiwi, which is my favorite character in the movie. Really love it. And then this one is anime character Anya Forger. This character is from this anime or manga called Spy X Family. Nice anime, cute. Here, now this one I'm really proud of. And this one is Howl's Moving Castle from Studio Ghibli. I can't say how long I took, but it's hours. Hours. I used pencil at first and I kept getting the portions wrong. So I started off at the bottom, I think, and then I worked my way up. And it was supposed to be this big only, but obviously with the details, you needed more space and it just expanded. But I have to say, once I was done, I was satisfied and happy with how it came about. And will I draw this again? No. No. Because it took me a long time to finish. It looks good over here, but will I spend all that time drawing again? No. Now here I drew this BB-8 from Star Wars. Not the easiest thing for me because circles are not my favorite shape to draw. It always gets wonky. As you can see, it's a little bit dented here and there, not the perfect shape. This one I enjoyed drawing as well. It's the Shenron Dragon from Dragon Ball, one of my favorite animes, and I really like it. It took me a while as well. Not as long as this one, but it took me long to finish it. But I'm happy with this. Then here I drew the dragon from How to Train Your Dragon. It's just a cute version of it. This one, this is my first time trying to draw anything like robot-ish kind of drawing, and it's not easy because there's all these little details that you need to draw. Some of it I made up because I was like, okay, screw it, I'm just gonna do my own lines. And I think you can't really tell what was different unless you are studying and comparing the pictures side by side. I was following this from a manual, I think, from the game. This is the Terran from StarCraft. It was representing this game I had played many years ago in my college years, and I enjoyed playing StarCraft. Not really that good at it, but I enjoyed playing it. So this was just me trying to capture that memory. Here is another character from my favorite anime, Bleach. And then this one is another one from an anime, Attack on Titan. And this is the Colossal Titan. That anime is really good. I mean, it's a lot of gore and violence, but the story is really good. So I highly recommend that anime if you're into watching it. This one is from Inuyasha, another one of my favorite characters, even though he was sort of like an evil character in the beginning, but at the end he's all good. So this guy is Sesshomaru. Here I drew 7 of 9 one of my favorite characters from Star Trek Voyager. I'm a huge fan of Star Trek Voyager, Deep Space Nine. I was trying to draw her as realistically as possible, and at first I thought I did not succeed. I wasn't happy with it, but I think at that point I decided to myself that, you know, even if the drawing of the person does not look the same, it's okay as long as they have features that make them look human, and that's good enough. This one is from one of the books I was reading. I'm having problem trying to recall names of books or shows that I've watched or read during last year, but in 2025 I'm planning to write names so that I can remember. But here is based on the book. This one is from Boruto, and it's this little family over here. This one was Sasuke, and then this one is another character from the Naruto, and this one is their daughter. This daughter is really close with Boruto, Naruto-san, one of my favorite families in the anime. Here I drew Penelope from Bridgerton because I was really looking forward to Bridgerton series on Netflix. So I drew her. She's one of my favorite characters. This is from Kimi ni Todoke, and I think it's on Netflix. If you want to watch it, it might be on Netflix. It's a really cute romance story. And then here is a scene from one of my favorite romance shows back in the years, Anne of Green Gables. So this is a scene of them on the bridge. Here is just some AI generated character that I just drew on the page because I ran out of ideas of what to draw. This one here is the BTS characters. My daughter suggested that I draw them, so I decided to do that. Here is Ghost in a Shell, one of those robots in that show. And they were really, I don't know, I wouldn't say creepy, but you know, all robots have that kind of look, like the not alive kind of look and still look creepy. This one is from Game of Thrones. I was trying to draw the character and I think it turned out okay. The lines were difficult to place. I tried to copy them as best as I could based on a real photo of the character in the show, and I think it turned out okay. Here is a drawing that I followed online of Harry Potter, another one of my favorite stories. And then I was watching Mandalorian at the time, so I drew this character. And now in the Marvel universe, Deadpool is one of my favorite. He has quite a sense of humor, quite a mouth that really brings out the character really well. Here's a AI generated character which I just decided to draw. March, I started drawing this one, another robot, R2-D2. And then this one, I was watching this TV show on Netflix, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I really enjoyed that show. Highly recommend it if you want to watch it. Here is a bacon character. Bacon guy? What's his name? It's a character in Roblox that you use, or you can use as your character. So I've been playing a lot of Roblox with my daughter, so that's why I drew it. And then there was this game where you find all the Pop-Tarts. There's like different kinds of Pop-Tarts and it was fun. I like those kind of games, exploring and finding things. So I drew that. This was representing my character at the time. And then this one over here is representing my daughter's character. Here is another Pop-Tart, a different one. This one, I was watching this TV show on Netflix. It was some alien comedy show. Resident Alien, that's what it is, yeah. Here is a monster from Stranger Things. And then The Witcher. I tried to draw him, but I just didn't draw Henry Cavill that well. So as long as it looks like The Witcher, I'm fine with that. Here I was drawing this doll from Squid Games. And started off with this, but I decided it looked pretty empty, so I just draw this as well. Here I drew the sandworm from Dune. I was watching the part 1 at the time. Then this one I drew Aquaman, because I was watching that movie. And here are the characters from the cover book I was reading at that time. The book is called At First Bite. And this one is from the Umbrella Academy. I was drawing, I can't remember what's the name of this character, but I thought it was pretty interesting looking, so I decided to draw it here. And then here I drew Gollum from Lord of the Rings. And then here's just some AI generated character that I drew here. I was tired, so I just drew that. And then here another one. My head at that time was feeling like there was a lot of pressure, like a balloon that was gonna pop. So I drew that. I used AI to generate that picture and then I drew it. And then this one, we went to watch this small drone performance at our local civic center, and it was for St. Patrick's Day. So they had this drone performance at night, which was pretty interesting. Cold, but interesting. And then this one, I followed the picture from Amazon where I bought the jacket from. This one is just represent the jacket that I bought for my daughter. It's really cute. It has its own ears. Here, I drew a character or the picture of the poster, Lock and Key. I used a sticker from Happy Planner to represent the house that they live in. I think it's nice. I really like it. I like this key part over here. This one I drew Lan Mandragoran, Daniel Heaney. He's one of my favorite actors, a really good looking chap. He acted in this character for Wheel of Time TV series, and I really like the show. I mean, I like him as the character in the show. he looked really good. This one over here, I drew a troll. Just decided to draw a random troll here. Here is a character from this Korean drama that I was watching at the time, Parasite. And then here is the eye from the poster of the TV show I was watching at the time, Three Body Problem. An interesting show, you should try and go and watch it. And then here I drew a Cylon from Battlestar Galactica, one of my favorite sci-fi TV shows. Here I decided to draw this alien facehugger, trying to represent how I was feeling at that time, like I needed to relax, to just breathe in and breathe out. So I drew this, just my humor at that time. I thought it was pretty funny as well because it was saying killing it, bold, fearless, strong. And I added some hearts after drawing this predator over here. It's really funny. Then here I drew Optimus Prime. I was watching this movie, Transformers, Rise of the Beast, and it was okay. It's not bad. I like how he turned out. This one, oh, one of my favorite, and it's actually a Japanese drama. I thought it was Korean at first, but no, it's actually a Japanese drama, which is really good. It's a sci-fi horror drama where these bunch of teenagers, they were in town, and all of a sudden, everybody disappeared except for them. And they had to play this game. They solve these games or whatever thing they're supposed to do, and they survive. Hopefully, get out of the world that they were stuck in. Nobody knows how they got there or who's behind it, and that's a really interesting thing. So I highly recommend watching this Japanese sci-fi thriller drama. So it's called Alice in Borderland. Here I drew a merman. Can't remember why I was drawing that. No particular reason, I guess. Just decided to draw a merman. Here I drew this character from Death Note, one of my favorite Japanese animes, horror types. This one is from a cover of a book I was reading, The Fake Mate. It's by Lana Ferguson. Coming to April, here I drew this dagger from the poster of a Japanese drama that I was watching on Netflix. Here is the Sandman. This is from the show based on the story written by Neil Gaiman. So this one here, I was drawing the character from Dark Crystal. This is the old Dark Crystal character. The Netflix was having this TV show of Dark Crystal, and I don't like the way they look. They look kind of creepy, to be honest. The face, the way they made the dolls was a little bit different than the older version, and I didn't like that. So I think I tried watching the first episode, and then after that I just fell off. Here I drew is from the Gremlin movie, and this is Gizmo from Gremlins. And here are the two characters from the book that I was reading at that time. Here I tried to draw Dean Winchester from Supernatural. And then here is Keanu Reeves or Neo from The Matrix. You can see here these are the bullets. And I was trying to bring out the green foil thing here to represent the Matrix. And then here is the cheerleader from that old TV show, Heroes. And the reason why I drew it was because at that time, I think there was some sort of eclipse going on. So it made me think of the Heroes, and I drew the eclipse from the Heroes and the cheerleader. This one here is the AI character that was generated, and I decided to draw it because I didn't know what else to draw. Here I drew a character from Yu Yu Hakusho because I was watching it on Netflix. And then this one is a character poster based on a Korean drama that I was trying to watch. It's not all that good, so I didn't finish watching it. This one is from the book I was reading, A Demon's Guide to Wooing a Witch. And here's another couple from a book I was reading called The Nanny. And then here I drew the couple in Kami-sama Kiss anime. So this couple is from there. This one is from a sci-fi TV show that I was watching many years ago, but I really liked the show, so I decided to draw it. It's from Helix, I believe. It's an interesting show, you're gonna watch it. And then here is a character from an anime I was following, My Hero Academia. It's a really enjoyable anime to watch, similar to like Naruto. It's not as epic as Naruto, but it's just as fun. This one, I was drawing this character because I was trying to keep in mind of what I plan to watch eventually. This is Mashley. I thought it was gonna be some sort of serious fantasy anime, but it's actually more of a comedy. So yeah, I tried finish watching it, but I think at the moment I'm putting it on hold because it's just not my kind of anime to watch. So we'll see. Here I drew a character from Jujutsu Kaisen. It was showing on Netflix and I really enjoyed this. My daughter and I actually watched this. So we're gonna watch the next season soon. So here I drew Hellboy. Doesn't quite look like him, but I'm satisfied with this. So this one is the robot from Rebel Moon. And then here is another anime character that I drew. Can't remember the name, but it was just representing that. Here I drew Wolverine, and then this is this drawing that based on this YouTube character that's really famous at the time, so I decided to draw that. Here I drew a picture of the guy from Slam Dunk, and then this one is another anime character. I have yet to watch the anime. I did watch a few episodes before, but I never followed through. This one, another one of my favorite sci-fi TV shows, Stargate, so it's from that. And then these two characters from the book I was reading. Same series as that Werewolf's Guide to Wooing a Witch, but this one is the demon this time. Here is a character from The Hobbits, and then we watched Cirque du Soleil and I drew this character because he was in it. And then this one, Fallout, I followed the picture from the TV show and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Now for the month of May, here I drew Darth Vader. And then this one is one of my favorite Chinese shows in the past. I drew the couple. And then this one as well from Eternal Love, another couple that I like. It's in the same world as this one. It has its own TV show, and then this one is another own TV show. I highly recommend it. And then this one, I drew Ahsoka. And then Darth Maul from Star Wars. And then this one is the couple from Naruto, the last movie. And I really like the movie. Here is another character from a favorite anime that I watched in the past, Blue Exorcist. And then this one is based on the book I was reading from Sarah J. Maas. And then here is a character from the anime, can't remember the name. And here from One Piece, I have yet to watch this anime. From what people tell me, it's a lot. So I don't know if I want to start. And then this one is based on a couple from Kimi ni Todoke. Well, actually this girl is. This guy is somebody new and I have yet to start reading this. Kimi ni Todoke from Me to You Soulmate. That's the new series. And then here I drew the female character from Spy X Family. And then here I drew a praying mantis. This is the time when my daughter had a pet praying mantis and we were just starting to get the hang of feeding it and taking care of it. And here I drew a bee because Bridgerton, the TV show had a bee in it, so I was drawing that. And here is Son Goku from Dragon Ball. And then I drew the character from Game of Thrones. This one's from Bridgerton. Finally got to watch it and this was one of my favorite scenes. This one is just a drawing. I think it was the only map drawing that I attempted to do. So this is a map from Throne of Glass series. It was fun for a while, but there were some details that I left out because there's not enough space, but it was fun. So I drew Ezri Dex from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. She's one of my favorite characters and my daughter is named after this character. This one is Odo, another one of my favorite characters from Deep Space Nine. Then here is Captain Janeway from Star Trek Voyager. This one is the character from the anime Full Metal Alchemist. And then another one of my favorite animes, Sword Art Online. And then here's the start of when I started drawing in advance because I was going on a family trip to Kubla Khan. So I just drew a bunch of sea related stuff. So this one's a seashell, this one's a jellyfish, seahorse. I really enjoyed this because they look pretty lifelike. And then this is the octopus. This part was hard to capture the colors. I mean, if you see the actual photo I had, it was nothing like this color. It was more reddish than purple, but it's okay. And then I draw a sea turtle. And then this one is from Chobits, an anime that I watched in the past. Here I sort of traced foil cover of this chocolate that I got from Kubla Khan. This one is a Sailor Moon again, month of June. This is the other half of the chocolate foiling. And then this is Queen Charlotte from the Bridgerton world. She has her own TV show. And then this one is from Dune. And then this one is from an anime that I never got around to watching finish because it's more of a comedy than sci-fi. Classroom Assassination. And here is when I started working in this my current workplace, and I was always anxious because the person was gonna leave in about a week and a half, and I was trying to cram in all the knowledge and trying to make sure that I remember all the stuff that she was teaching. So I was panicking, but outside I was smiling. So this is just a representation of that. Here is just me trying to give myself some motivation. You got this. And then this was the day when she was leaving, and then I was just drawing I will be okay. And then here I drew this character from another anime, which is a comedy One Punch Man. Here I drew a fly because at that time my house, for some reason, there were a lot of flies flying around inside the house. So something did drawing and attracting flies, and it got into the house. It was not fun. It was not funny. Here is a character from an anime. I think it was called Toradora. And then this one is from Dragon Ball Kamehameha guy. Here I drew Superman. This one is Captain America. And then this one I drew of Monkey God. There's this really old Chinese TV series of Monkey God and his travels, Journey to the West. It was really good. I really liked the show. Here is my result from this laser gun game that my family went for. This was me. I just put my nickname as Sailor Moon and I got second. This one here, I drew Naruto's father. Here I drew a picture of a bird. Not my favorite. Very unbird-like. I don't know. I don't quite like this drawing. And then this one is another character from Jujutsu Kaisen. This one was the day we went to check out the Jelly Belly factory. And then here is from Jujutsu Kaisen again. There's a panda that talks in the anime. And then this one, Pikachu from Pokemon. This one again from Jujutsu Kaisen. This one is an evil character, but his powers, his abilities are really cool. Creepy, but cool. Here's my attempt at drawing flowers. The bougainvillea flowers from my balcony. And then here I drew my daughter's favorite, My Little Pony character. And then Fly Guy, because we were still having the fly problem. Oh, so this one was the one that I had a fly problem. The other one earlier was actually a fruit fly because I was trying to feed the praying mantis with the fruit flies. Yeah, that was fun. And then here is a character from the Studio Ghibli show, Spirited Away. Don't remember what this character is called. And here is some cat character from a cat anime. Can't remember what that is called. This one is a creature from Avatar. And then here is Highlander, a character from Highlander. I was drawing it because a few of the baby praying mantises in the container, and eventually only one will survive because it would have eaten everybody else, the last surviving one. So it made me think of the Highlander because there can be only one. Here's a couple from a Chinese drama that I was watching, The Double. Here, this is the month of July. I didn't record anything for myself. This one again is the character from Double, the Chinese drama. Again from The Double. I really enjoyed the show. It's really interesting. This one is from the animation that we watched, Inside Out 2. Here, I really like this drawing because she looked pretty realistic. It was from The Double as well. And then I drew Sleepy because at that time I was reading Sleepy from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Here is the couple from the book I was reading at the time, Not in Love by Ellie Hazelwood. Here I drew Godzilla because I was watching the movie. And then I drew King Kong because it was in the Godzilla King Kong franchise or world. And Garfield, one of my childhood comic that I read, Asterix and Obelix. But namely this character is called Asterix. Calvin and Hobbes. Yeah, I drew Sailor Moon. Well, she is not Sailor Moon, but she's Sailor Mercury from the anime Sailor Moon. And then here I drew a couple from an anime that I liked at that time. She's from Maid Sama. And then here is a couple from a Korean drama I was watching, My Demon. That's what it's called, My Demon. And then this one is based on the book cover of a book I was reading, Accidentally Amy. And this one is a character from Fushigi Yugi, a Japanese anime. Then this one is my daughter's Roblox character. And then just using a bunch of stickers. Hello Kitty. Just the time when we had the Hello Kitty truck that came over. This one is representation of my daughter's paper crafts. She made all of these out of paper. And then this is Roblox. Here is a character from this Korean drama I was watching called Sweet Home. I think it was season 3. This one as well, Sweet Home. And then here I drew this couple from another Korean drama that I was watching. It took me a long time to watch it for some reason. The beginning of it was hard to go over, but once the story started getting interesting and I finished it, I really love it. So it's Alchemy of Souls. It has 2 seasons. This one is Mario because we had watched the movie, and then this one is just a character that I copied from online, but I changed it to copy my daughter's hair color and her swimming suit. I drew this character because there was this song going around the internet for quite a while and I decided to draw it. Here I drew a bunch of mushrooms because my husband was trying to grow mushrooms out of a kit that he bought. This one is a scene from Alchemy of Souls. And then August. August, I did not fill this one up. Here's another scene from, I think, Alchemy of Souls as well. Yep, it's also another scene from Alchemy of Souls. Here I tried to do a 2-column journaling with a bunch of stickers. It's okay, it looks pretty filled up. Here is a monster truck because at that time we were trying to watch this monster truck show, but it didn't turn out well because there was heavy traffic and my husband couldn't get in, so we had to leave early. Here's a snapshot of my balcony, and then another rack of succulents from my balcony. And then this one, I drew this guy from Turkey. He was in the Olympics for the shooting competition, and he had this really cool stance that made me think of Kung Fu Hustle, because there's like a funny meme going around with her head on his body, so that was really funny. And then here I drew this couple from the anime that I have yet to watch. The anime is called The Magical Girl and the Evil Lieutenant. Used to be arch enemies. So the story is they are supposed to be enemies. He's from the bad side, she's from the good side. He's actually in love with her. She never took him as an enemy, and then he tries to do things for her, like giving her gifts and stuff. He's been pretending or lying to his evil organization, saying that, oh, he's planning to get rid of her, but in actual fact, he's actually trying to impress her with gifts and trying to woo her. So I don't know how this turned out in the end, whether they actually became a couple. Interesting, but a little bit of a comedy, so that's why I didn't really start watching it. This one is a character from Chinese drama I was watching called The Royal Princess. And then this one is a character from animation that my daughter was watching, Hilda, I believe. And then this one, I was getting prepared for the next Beetlejuice movie. I drew his character over here. This one, I think everybody knows who she is. I can't remember her name, but there was a whole thing with her breakdancing. So I decided to draw that because it was memorable. And this one is another memorable moment in Olympics where the pole fell because it hit his body part. And then this one is a couple from a book I was reading. Same goes with this one. There was a lot of ice hockey going around this romance books lately. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of Olympics? I don't know. This one here is from The Game Changer by Lena Ferguson. And this one is from Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey. So two different authors, but it's about ice hockey. Okay, and then this one, I was just using a bunch of stickers because I had no time to draw. And then this one, I drew the couple from this anime I was watching, Inshin Mega's Bride. I have watched quite a bit of the episodes, but I never finished it. This one is from Mayfair Witches. I watched this TV show. It's really interesting. I would recommend it. And then this one is from this Korean comedy romance drama I was watching, Miss Night and Day. Here is another animation that my daughter was watching at that time. It's the Centaur World. Pretty comical looking characters. So I decided to draw it. And then here is SpongeBob. It was just me trying to stay calm and I was drawing it to represent me. Here I used a bunch of stickers because I was just too tired to think of something to draw. Here I drew the couple from the drama Are You the One? It's a Chinese drama. More stickers. Here's a Korean drama that I never finished watching because it was more of a comedy. There wasn't much of a romance element going in. It's called Behind Your Touch. This one's just some stickers. Here I decided to use the Hobonichi pamphlet to decorate because why not? At that time, I was just too tired to draw, so I decided to use a bunch of stuff to stick on. And then here, I drew the couple from this drama I was watching called Melody of Golden Age. So here, I drew the mask from the poster of the movie Friday the 13th. I was in a horror mood, so I decided to watch another horror show called All of Us Are Dead. It was really good actually. It was a really good TV show. Here I drew is based on the TV show Cinderella at 2 a.m. Here using a bunch of stickers. This was the day where the actor for the Shogun character he won an award, so I decided to draw it. Same goes with this one, it's from Shogun as well. Here on this day, we went to watch the performance by Simone Biles called Go Over America Tour. Really fun. My daughter really enjoyed it. Here is a character that I decided to draw from an anime that I hope to watch eventually. It's from Sandland. More stickers. And then here I drew Gyeongseong Creature from season 2. And then this one is another Korean drama. It's from Love Next Door. Then October. Here is another scene from Love Next Door. Here, during this time, I was really into fidget toys. I don't know, I just wanted something to play for myself, and it doesn't have to be something that takes up a lot of time. So I shopped around for a bunch of fidget toys. So I got this one. I got this one. I did not keep this. I decided to return it because it just didn't feel right. Here I decided to use a bunch of photos that I printed on a piece of paper and then just pasted out on the pages. This was our trip to the lighthouse. Here I use a bunch of stickers to decorate. This one is based on the book cover that I was reading that time, Werewolf's Guide to Seducing a Vampire. And then this one is from Gung, a Korean TV show that I enjoyed watching. I think it was Princess Hours, or although it was called Gung as well. And then some more stickers. This one I drew from Wild Robot. We went as a family to watch the movie. It was really fun. Then here is the couple from this TV drama called The Unexpected Marriage. More characters from Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan as well. Attack on Titan. I think it was during this time that I started watching the anime for real, like all of it. And I also tried reading the mangas. You know, sometimes there's some differences, so I decided to watch and read the whole series. This one was a really fun show. Agatha all along. I subscribed to Disney just to watch this show, and it was really fun. Here I decided to draw this character from an anime, The Rising of the Shield Hero. It's on Netflix, I think. Here I skipped a day. but I decided to come back to do some brainstorming on some future video ideas. Some stickers. Halloween was just around the corner, so I decided to decorate it using Halloween stickers. And then I decided to paste a bunch of photos of our Halloween experience. My husband decorated the garage door, and then this is the front porch. He had this whole note board over here for people to leave message. And then this is our blow up moving thing. And this is our setup for the candies. Can you believe that? There's a lot of candies. He's really into Halloween, and he's planning to up his game for this year, 2025. That is him in the huge blow-up cat costume. And then our neighborhood is also huge on Halloween. Some of the houses were decorated like crazy. There's a whole haunted house thing going on. November, I used a bunch of stickers. This one is the couple from Fall in Love with the Fox Chinese drama. This one is another couple from the same drama. And then this couple over here is from Yakuza Fiance. And this one is Tomo-chan is a girl. And here is another couple from another anime, My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. Then I used a bunch of stickers because I think it was all tired out from drawing. Just wasn't feeling in the mood to draw that much. As you can see, I used a whole lot, skipped a few days, and then just came back, fill up the page with some brainstorming. This is for my 2025 goals. And this is another one from Chinese drama on Netflix. Stickers. Skip the day, and I used it to list out some self-care ideas for 2025. And then here I drew the couple from Lovesick Alley. It's a manga series that I was reading at the time. Here I pasted a bunch of Thanksgiving related stuff and falls. Here I posted a picture of Wicked because we went to watch the movie as a family. That was fun. And then more stickers. Here, Uncle Roger came to Costco in Pleasanton, so we decided to go and see him. The line went on for hours until the time he left. If we had stayed in line, we would have never seen him because they had to chase us off because he was leaving. So we didn't really actually get to meet him and shake his hand, but we took turns going inside to take a photo in the background. So at least there's that, just to, just for memories. Here I skipped a day, and another day, another day. This one is from Lovely Runner. And then here my daughter had her Christmas music performance. She was dancing on stage as the lead dancer. And then this was us celebrating my birthday. My husband was not in the picture because he's the one that took the photo. The restaurant was okay. It was my choice, but the food was just so-so. Here is just a picture of my lovely liar because I was just too tired to draw. So instead I just printed out the poster and pasted it there. And then as you can see, I was just too lazy to do anything. Skipped a bunch of days. And then we were on vacation. We went to South Lake Tahoe. I printed out the photos on paper and then just pasted it. This is the view of the lake when it was sunset. This is the slope. We didn't go on the slope. This is just a view from the road. And then my daughter got to play with snow for the first time. Took a photo of that little island in the middle. And this was our room. It came with a kitchen and so 2 queen-size beds. And then my daughter had prepared a lot of presents for us, all handmade, and we really enjoyed opening it. And this is us playing in the snow. And then we went for this magic show at night. And then we saw a lot of ducks. This is their footprints. And then this is her doing a snow angel, and she actually brought back a ball of snow. And it was just like 3 hours drive from our place. So when we arrived home, it actually survived like to this big. Then I skipped a few more days because I was still in the holiday mood. And that was that for the daily entries. Now coming to the cleaning log. As you know, at the beginning of the year, there's always some motivation to clean, and I've been tracking that. Most of the year, I didn't do that much. Here's my list of self-care. I just basically list all the self-care and then the months, and then I'll just cross out what I did. But the problem with this method is it doesn't show how many times I did within that month. So for 2025, I'm using the monthly pages to represent each of the self-care that I did. This one is just a planning page for my daughter's birthday party. We had it at Chuck E. Cheese. And then this one was just a record of my job search, job applications. And this one is just some additional subscriptions that I did for the year because this page was full. Here are my subscriptions that I had. Then this is a chart of my period and health, whether I was sick or with allergies or had COVID. So I was tracking all that. I enjoyed doing this, so I still have this kind of chart in 2025. And then here's a list of all my favorite shows. Sweet Home, Season 1 and 2, Gyeongseong Creature, Season 1, The Uncanny Counter, Season 1 and 2, Resident Alien, Season 1 and 2, Alice in Borderland, Season 1 and 2, Parasite the Grey, Fallout, Season 1, Bridgerton Season 3, The Double, Alchemy of Souls, Mayfair Reaches Season 1, and Are You the One? So those were my favorite shows for the year. So if you're interested to watch it, you can try and watch it and see for yourself. This one, my 100 list, I didn't quite make 100 out of it. The only ones I successfully watched or purchased or whatever is checked from here. Whatever that I did not do, I just basically transferred it into the 2025 planner. And then this one is an interview of myself. So here, the one thing I'm determined to do in 2024 is get a job full-time, which I did. Hooray! The one thing I won't do this year, let my depression get the best of me. I will say that there were times when I just could not help it. It did get the best of me, but I pushed myself to get over it. It was not easy. I know some of you know that it's not easy. So yeah. I can't say that I successfully overcome it, but we'll see. The one person I most want to meet is my young, active, and healthier self. I have yet to see that. Not the young one, but the healthier one. I hope to see her one day. This part of me deserves praise that I try to lift myself up from depression or whatever challenge I was facing. I'm happiest when I am free from worries and financially secure. My favorite thing to have for lunch is rice with some good protein. My song for this year is Die With A Smile by Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga. A new word I learned recently is, I don't remember. Top 3 things I bought recently are Hobonichi AVEC, t-shirts from Tradeless, and gardening stuff. If I had a week off, I would read, watch shows, be with my family, and take naps. If the world were about to end, my last meal would be egg and avocado on toast with Ezri. And a message to my future self: what you are feeling right now is only temporary. Stay strong. That is very true. Okay, this part over here, I made this into the best book of the month kind of page. So here for January was Queen of Shadows by Sarah J Maas, and then House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J Maas for February. March, The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson. April, The Check and Mate by Ellie Hazelwood. May, The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. June, Unfortunately Yours by Tessa Bailey. Not in Love by Ellie Hazelwood for July. August, The Game Changer by Lana Ferguson. September, The Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey. The Fixer Up by Tessa Bailey for October. Werewolf's Guide to Seducing a Vampire for November. And December was Love Her or Lose Her by Tessa Bailey. So as you can see, I was really into the Sarah J Maas, Lana Ferguson, and Tessa Bailey mood. And there was one Sarah Hawley. Here, the 365 days checkoff sheet. For the longest time, I couldn't figure out what to track over here. I mean, I had the calendar index for habit trackers. My weekly pages had some habit trackers. And then finally, another habit tracker. So I decided to use this to track my sleep. So blue is for 8 hours. 7 hours is green, 6 hours is purple, 5 hours or less were pink. So thankfully there's only a few pink ones. Blue ones is too few. I hope to change that for 2025. And then there was more of green and purple. I would say it's more of a green when it's nearing the weekend. Purple is during the weekdays because I love to stay up late. And this one is done, so I'll take that out. And here is the end of it. That took me a while. I think from the looks of it, I don't think I'll get another cousin. This year, I'm trying an AVEC. So we'll see how that goes. Whether or not I'll keep on using Hobonichi, that remains to be seen, because it's hard maintaining the weekly pages and the daily pages at the same time. So we'll see how it is. I hope you enjoyed this flip through video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my other videos, do subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!